Alrighty then, hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3, where last episode we were just doing a bunch of setup for the most part. We got all of our issues taken care of for the most part. We have a powerful vassal. I don't care. Whatever. If this mayor wants to revolt against me, I say let him. Also, if you zoom in, you can now see the various holdings on the map. That's kind of cool. The only thing that I've noticed is that you seem to only have to siege down the capital province. I'm not a big fan of that, coming from Crusader Kings 2, where you had to siege down all of the holdings to be able to have full access over the province. The ability to just siege down the capital seems like a step back. Now, I have thought about what I wanted to do, and I'll be completely honest, I have absolutely thought about coming over here and swearing fealty to King Philippe. It would do massive helps. It would be a massive help to not have to worry about being attacked by France for the near future. But I want to hold off on that. Obviously, I want to become the King of Brittany. What do I need to do that? I just need 2 duchies. And I only have 1. So I need to collect a second duchy, if I'm reading this correctly, and have 500 gold. So anyway, let's begin. I'm just going to pause the game and see what happens. All the events are new to me. All the what have you. Everything is new. I gained an achievement until death do us part. Probably unsurprising. Alright, so my wife is now my wife, and that did form an alliance with Vizcaya, which is... Oh wait, no, that was marrying my brother to... Okay. Alright, fair enough. And I am now educating Morven's son. So I want him to disappear. I still have a very low chance of making that succeed, though. But how does secrecy work? Success chance of a scheme determines how likely it is for it to succeed, and when executed, that's fine. High success chance increases the secrecy. Different schemes have different things that increase success chances, but for hostile schemes is always gained from having agents. Most schemes cap the minimum max of success chance for hostile schemes. The lowest is 5%, and the highest is 95%. Secret schemes are discovered by the scheme target. So agents are people that I have who joined the plot, just kind of like in Crusader Kings with plots. So I don't really have any money to bribe people into joining my plot. So I guess that's not going to work, at least not at the moment. Ah, here's my wedding celebration. I was wondering when that was going to happen. With my marriage to Ingolraid, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It is well within my right to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless. Okay, so this is pretty much the wedding celebration event from Crusader Kings 2. Either you gain a bunch of gold or you gain a bunch of prestige. I pretty much always go for the gold. There are times when you want this prestige, especially if you're just starting out. But I am a greedy guy, and I like gold. My culture is now fascinated by hereditary rule. That's right. Culture is a thing that we can do, right? Where is that? Right here. Innovations are technologies and other advances that benefit all characters of a certain culture. Innovations are grouped into the areas where they are discovered. Contact with neighboring cultures. Each culture is always exposed to one specific innovation, which will be discovered much quicker. Culture heads can select another as the cultural fascination for an additional boost. Interesting. So they're like institutions from Europa Universalis. Weird. That's going to require some experimentation with. But I am perfectly fine with the fascination of hereditary rule. Because partition law, which is the new Gavelkind... No, not partition. Well, partition is the new Gavelkind. But what are we looking for primogeniture? Of course, we now don't have enough prestige to pass low crown authority. I'll get to this in a second. I can't remember where to pass laws. Succession? There we go. So we have Confederate partition, which means titles will be divided equally among my children, which is not good. I do not like that. I can probably not change it at the moment. I need high crown authority and the primogeniture innovation, which is from the late medieval era. Interesting. Not available till 1200 AD. That's interesting. So you're stuck with a partition law for a while. So what you really want is high partition, at least until primogeniture comes around in 1200. Oh, interesting. And for that, we need the heraldry innovation, which is not available. It's also high medieval. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I don't know what my feelings are about that. So we're going to be dealing with succession a lot. Fair enough. Alright, let's look at this event. In a recent communication, my steward, Count Hull, expresses a want to focus on his ambitions and interests more. I could make sure that our coming letters contain more on a topic closer to heart. So this gentleman is brave, arrogant, and shy. I think he likes to focus on diplomatic matters. Pretty appreciates feats of war. Ruling over realms should surely interest him. We will go with diplomatic matters and see what happens. Encourage my slight dip into more personal topics. Awesome. So he gains 10 opinion on me. Cool. I'm okay with that. Yeah, that's very interesting. Because in Crusader Kings 2, you could get primogeniture very early. But it seems as if not anymore. Alright, I'm inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He's losing too much blood. Where's the physician? The healer's nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be this man's only hope. It's only as if he stepped out of thin air. My uncle appeared. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. Hand me the tourniquet. Okay. There's 84% chance that I become friends with my uncle, basically. I gain learning lifestyle expertise. The guy joins my court, and I gain a strong hook on him. Ooh. I can look at that. Strong hook is a very powerful hook that you might have on a character who you have blackmailed. Strong hooks are much more powerful than weak hooks, and you can force someone to do terrible deeds for you, such as to becoming your agent in a murder scheme. In addition to everything a weak hook can do. Strong hook also prevents the target from taking any hostile actions towards the holder. Strong hooks aren't spent when used, but instead go on a cooldown before they can use again. Passive effect is not lost when the hook is used. Okay. Step back. This is my patient. He loses opinion of me. I gain 300 learning. The guy joins my court, or... Okay, I am humbled. I am humble, so... Yeah, it's gonna be the tourniquet. So, stress is a new mechanic in Crusader Kings 3, and effectively what it is how well you are playing your character. It is a built-in checker to make sure that you are playing as the character that you are, to make sure that you are playing with your personality traits and you're not just playing a power game, essentially. And I really like its inclusion, because as it goes up, more bad things happen. Every single time you reach a different level, you have a mental break. And I presume that that is bad, but I have never experienced one. I probably will not do so in this playthrough, because, like I said, I'm just around for the ride. So let's go ahead and get the tourniquet. Patient screams and thrashes, even though three grown men weigh him down. Every step of the way is a battle, but my uncle remains calm, and eventually a quiet focus settles over us. Not sure how he managed, but in the end, it seemed like the soldier will live. This is an impressive feat, Conan. It was an honor to serve at your side. So, this gentleman, Hranov Tangai, is now in our court. He is athletic and spindly. He exists. That's about all I can say about him. And we are now friends? Okay, we are now friends with my uncle, which he is a vassal, so him being my friend is not a bad thing. Absolutely not. Friendship is magic, everybody. Friendship is magic. So I am continuing to try to sway Count Hall because I want to be his friend. Now, of course, my uncle is probably not going to be very friendly with me after I take away his title. But look, water under the bridge, right? I'm sure it's fine. So there's a whole bunch of new buildings now, and I don't really know what the best thing to buy is. And honestly, I mean, that's the nature of playing a game like this blind. So I am okay with this. I'm okay with being blind. What's the duchy building? I assume that this is a building that I can only build one of per duchy. That would be my guess, anyhow. All your holdings in the duchy. Yeah, basically. Ooh, a sinful Prince Archbishop has been exposed. Good job. You're doing a good job. You're doing God's work. So Catholicism lost favor, or fervor. Fervor being moral authority. And the lower the fervor is, the more likely it is that bad stuff will happen. So let's hope that bad stuff does not happen. Because then I will have to make a choice whether to convert or not, and that's just awkward. Okay. You're gaining a fair amount of gold. I don't know if it's a lot or not. Again, I don't know a lot about this game. Probably not surprising. Lots of people do not yet. So I'm certainly not having any trouble swaying Count Hall. What is my game plan? So William is currently fighting England. That tends to be what happens in 1066. And it's along with that, we also have Norway, King Harold the Fourth, who is also pressing his claim over England. So I'll be curious to see how that works out. So my marshal has been showing off promising new recruit. This is Joffrey. He's already a knight. Yeah. May not be of noble stock, but is someone you would want on your side. Oh, we're looking at Golwyn. Okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, he is very good. He's better than Joffrey. He's lustful, but hey, that's fine. Yeah, I see no reason not to let him join me. And with that in mind, he will make another good Knight. I don't need my uncle to be... No. 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 Oh. Maybe he was already selected to be a knight. Possibly. Okay. Awesome control. County level, the control level in the county of Venice changed by 20. Your poor stewardship policy was because of this. So control is how much control you have over a province, and the lower it is, the less bonuses that you get from it, which it's kind of sucks. Kind of sucks that that happened, not gonna lie. So my soldiers continue to be great. I approve. Bressel Conan is even better now. Or, maybe that was effectively the event that we had. Okay. Just sitting back, hanging out, and waiting for claims. As is the Crusader King's way. Still not going to declare war on Philip, I'm not gonna lie. That seems like a bad idea. What I will do is see if he would be willing to marry his... What is this? His sister? Oh, she's already betrothed to Denmark. Of course. That is a very masculine queen, but I'm not going to judge. Alright, I can get a claim now. But I would not be able to press it because I would have to revoke my claim on his province, or I would have to revoke his title, effectively. And I don't have the crown authority to do so. You know what? That's a fair point. I want to be able to do that, but I probably cannot afford to do it anytime soon. So let's go ahead and fabricate a claim on Desmond. Ooh. Yes. 2 years. Well, that's fine. I'm okay with this. Should maybe head southwards or swear fealty to France and become a double duke, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. What is happening in the HRE? All's quiet in the Holy Roman Empire. Bohemia was another ruler that I had thought about playing as. Let's see, where is Bohemia? Duke Vraslav of Bohemia. Bishop Bressel-Kant often quotes passages from the scriptures about the holy virtues. I should prove I have paid attention by quoting a passage of my own, preferably one which complements his personality. I will mention a thing that mentions moderation. Either he'll be flattered, pleased, or he will be mad and stop endorsing me. If he stops endorsing me, I believe what will end up happening is he'll stop paying me money. Moderation. I gained 100 piety. Fair enough. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh, right. The Duke of Bohemia. It was a nation that I thought about playing as well for my new game. For other reasons than just... It seems like a pretty chill start. One of the games that I want to do is as Scotland for reasons. And playing as Brittany is very close to Scotland, so... Yeah, But I still wanted to do it this way because, as I said, I want to go back and see how my experience with Crusader Kings 2 and Crusader Kings 3 matches up. So, Duke Malcolm here, up here in Scotland, he decided to convert to insular Christianity. Okay. Having become disillusioned with the teachings of the Catholic priests, nobles no longer consider the clergy to be righteous and true and are distancing themselves from the formal religious institutions. They're instead professing themselves insularists, whose doctrines they feel better aligned with God's will. So what is insular Christianity? That is the question that I have, and that is the answer that you will give me. So they're monastic, which is fine. Vows of poverties. Rulers can decide to make a vow of poverty, reducing monthly income tax, but increasing piety instead. Interesting. Always consider other Christian faiths to be righteous, regardless of doctrinal differences. Interesting. And it reduces development. That is... No, I don't like that. No, not at all. Absolutely not. No. No, you cannot. No. Development is important to me. No. No. No, 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 no. I am not doing that. But let's continue reading. All religions in the game now have these various tenets, and sins, and virtues, and some of them are very similar, and others is very drastically different. So their sins probably very similar to Christianity's. Yes, it appears to be so, and their virtues are also probably the same. Their primary doctrine seems to be... poverty. Not keeping to yourself, not really developing... And I'm not in for that. Although polygamous is interesting. Can have up to 4 spouses. And bastards are can be legitimized. Okay, that seems reasonable. Of course, all this is, yeah, yep, yepers, yep. Deviancy. Character with a deviant trait is... Oh. Interesting. It is clear that there is only one proper way to love another. Any deviations from that form are sinful. Okay, sure. Only men. Yeah, it's very similar to Christianity, it seems, or Catholicism. It's just their focus is on, like, wanting to be left alone and royal, and I am not doing that because I like income and money and stuff. Can we upgrade this? How much do we need to upgrade this? 225. Do we want to upgrade that, or do we want to economy? I do like economying. So Duke Patrick has also embraced. Oh. Hold on. Count Hull has also converted to insular Christianity. That's not what I wanted to see, Count Hull. So, what do we do about this? He might accept, but it's unlikely. Okay. Well, we're trying to sway him, so hopefully his arms are going straight through his shirt. I just noticed that, and it's bothering me now. Okay, for all my games watching stars, I've seen with my own eyes what I've only have heard before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movements. My bishop does not approve, of course. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is for the clergy to know. Okay, I gained 50 learning lifestyle experience, the insight of the heavens for 10 years. May make me become a cynic, and my bishop likes me less. Or I should focus on earthly matters, which, okay. Which may lead me to zealousness. Zealousness is better than cynicism. How old am I? 35. I'm probably not going to have a problem maxing out my lifestyle. There'll be time. There'll be a time to choose the other option. Let's go ahead and focus on earthly matters right now. Oh, I can upgrade the castle too. Oh. Okay. Cool. Don John. Gotta love some Don John. I do like how many other forms of religion they have now. It's really cool. And I see very, very interesting things with involving that in the future. We have money. I feel like I need to be doing something. Let's go ahead and go on a pilgrimage. Yeah. Go ahead and go on a pilgrimage. A notable guest who has a claim on Coimbra. Interesting, but not very useful for me. You know what? Let's just go straight to the big donkey. Right to Jerusalem. As I prepare for my journey, I will know that I will travel safely under the protection of God. I'll be gone for a long time, and I can only pray the Lord watches over my realm as well. It is time to depart. Dun, 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 dun. So, what's up with this? So, do I have a regent? Or what? Out here, late at night, I sometimes look to the stars and wonder, can God even see me this far from home? What am I doing all this for? God would wish me too. I gained a dedicated pilgrim for 10 years, which is more piety. What I truly want is to see fully land. +2 diplomacy, or that's all for the sake of appearance. I would rather see foreign land. I don't have any stress, so that's not important, but I do kind of like the temporary boost to morale, or diplomacy. But is that +2 actually going to matter much to me in the long run? Probably not. We'll just go ahead and we'll do the first one. Jafez has increased his prowess by 1. Ooh. I like the noise of chaos in camp, but it only takes me a moment to realize what's happening. We're under attack! Bandits are swarming our tents and wagons while our guards do what they can to resist. I am not a fighter. Where is my sword? 54% chance that the bandits are fended off and a 45% chance that I'm wounded. There has to be somewhere to hide. It's an intrigue challenge. Don't know what that means. Maybe it's a skill check? I don't know. Or stop this madness, I'll pay whatever you want. I might as well fight. I gained the trait of wounded. It was inevitable. Fortunately, with a medical focus, the injury should not cause a problem. At least not right now. Their arrival. I'm finally here, body and soul, at the great church of Jerusalem. As the bishop offers me a blessing, I reflect on everything that has happened to me. Had to happen for God to bring me here at this moment in time. I have walked the holy path. You gain the trait of pilgrim. I gain a lot of piety. And because your faith has armed pilgrimages, you gain determined pilgrim for 10 years. Which means for 10 years I gain more piety for having a bunch of knights. Not bad. Ooh. Feels as if 100 knives are slicing through my wound, with flesh becomes dark and blood becomes pale. It's clear the injury is infected. But I'm a doctor. Can I not just doctor myself? Oh, I'm gonna die to an infected wound, aren't I? Alright, let's search for a physician. So, I still am feeling fine, apparently. Finally, my servants have found some people who might fit to serve as a court physician. Either way, I fear I cannot afford to be picky now. I have Benoit, who's quite experienced. Or Aude, who is enthusiastic. We'll do Benoit. And she can become my court physician. Ah, he's shuddering. Ah, it's adorable. Considering the fact that my health is not really affected thanks to my lifestyle choice, I don't see any reason to take a risk. Just don't do any more than necessary. Lost infected wound, and oh, she healed me completely. Awesome. I have survived my first injury. Someday soon, there will be many more. Journey's been a long one, and I've finally come home. Much remains the same. Some things have changed. It's good to be home. With that, I will pick a perk. So, this one seems obvious. There's no real sense in starting off on a new path when whole of body is right here. Know thyself when death of natural causes is a year array used trigger warning. That seems weird. But okay, sure. Why not? And so we shall live forever. But until next time, happy gaming.